Okay, use special patterns to multiply the following polynomials. You have to recognize the pattern first, and this one is the only one that has a plus and a minus in it, so this is the sum and difference. When you have that, you're just squaring the first term minus the square of the second term. Number 19, exact same pattern. You have the same number first in both sets of parentheses, the exact same number second in both sets of parentheses, a plus and a minus. When you have that, you square the first term, so that's 9x squared, minus the square of the second term. On the second one, it's the square of a binomial, and there's two different ones. This one's the one that has the plus, so it's going to have a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. And you know that the first term is a and the second term is b. So now we're just going to rewrite this equation, but we're not putting a because we know a is x. That 2 is just part of the formula. A is x, and we're not writing b because we know b is 4. And so then this one is 4 squared. And so you just simplify it. This is x squared plus 8x plus 16. And you do the same thing with 21. But this one has a minus, so the formula changes just slightly. It's now a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. The only thing difference is this minus. A is 2x and b is 3. A squared is 2x squared minus 2 times a, which is 2x, times b, which is 3, plus 3 squared. 2x squared is 4x squared. The next one you do 2 times 2 times 3, which is 12, with an x. 3 squared is 9. And so there's your equation. Okay, this one has an exponent of a 3, so this is the cube of a binomial, so we're going to use this formula. Let me move this down. A to the third minus 3a squared. Hold on. Three a squared b plus 3ab squared plus b to the third. Now we just have to identify a and b. A is x and b is 5. So I'm not writing a's anymore. Instead of a to the third, it's going to be x to the third minus 3 x squared, b is 5, plus 3x, b is 5, so that's 5 squared, plus 5 to the third. So your answer is x to the third minus 3 times 5 is 15, x squared, plus 3 times 25, because 5 squared is 25, is 75x, plus 125. Last one of these is still the cube of a binomial, but we're going to use the formula with positives. So it's a to the third plus 3a squared b plus 3ab squared plus b to the third. A is 3x and b is 2. So everywhere in this formula you have an a, we're going to put 3x. So that's 3x to the third, plus 3, 3x squared. And what was b? 2. Plus 3 times 3x times 2 squared plus 2 to the third. Okay, the very first term, 3 times 3 times 3 is 27 x to the third, plus the squared is 3 squared is 9 times 6, because it's 3 times 2, is 54 x squared, plus 2 squared is 4 times 9 is 36. Oops, shouldn't mind that mark. 36x, and then plus 8.